All right. Good evening. Am I audible? Perfect. Okay. So good evening, everyone, once again. Welcome to our third session on AI agents and automation. So I would like to hear from you guys. How are you all doing? Quickly unmute your mic. Yeah. I can see Amos and Emmanuel opening and trying to unmute. Yeah. Feel free, speak.
Very
I'm
fine.
alright.
Okay, perfect. So let me share my screen now. So I believe my screen is visible. Yeah. All right. So, how many of you have done the assignment? Let me see your hands up first. If you have done the assignment, hands up. Okay, Suleiman. Who else? If you have done the assignment. Okay, Miss Johnson. Who else? Only two people?
Sorry, sir. What's the question?
If you have done the assignment for week 2, let me see your hands up. So the rest of you, okay, Emmanuel, the rest of you, what's happening? Why haven't you done the assignment? So quickly tell me what's the challenge. The rest of you that are not raising your hand. So what is the challenge so that we can address it before the end of today? I want to make sure that everybody is on the same place where we stop. So what's the challenge? If you're not talking, that means I don't know what you're using this class, if I can use that word. You haven't done the assignment, you have been given chance to talk and ask questions you don't want to also. So I don't know, what else do you want?
Good
So
evening.
those that did the assignment, okay, yeah, right. I can hear you.
This is Rukaya. I wanted
Okay.
good evening, everyone. I wanted actually sending you a personal message. Mine was health challenge. That's the reason I am down myself, and then my son too is down. Just this morning, that is when I finished collecting drip. So my son is also having teething problem because it's just a year plus. That I've been trying to catch up. I started when I woke up from sleep. The problem is I'm not really stable. So I wanted asking you, I have downloaded the chat GPT, the make.com. So I wanted asking to say, where will I start from? Because I have severe headache. Till now, it has not really come down, but I'm feeling a bit better. That's why I've joined the class because I don't want to completely miss out. So that was why. It's because you gave the room here, the floor, you made it open so you can hear from us. That was
Yeah,
why I said, let me voice out.
I get your point. I get your point. It's noted. Nah, it's
Okay, but I'll
noted.
try
No
to meet
problem.
up in that before the end of the week.
Okay. No problem. Take your time. If you need any assistance, you can either reach me out directly or drop in the group. So everyone is willing to help.
Oh, yes.
So
Thank
make
you.
sure you get the most out of this program because this is the third session. We'll have one last session after this. So
Yes.
make sure you get the most out of this program. So who else that wish to say one or two things regarding challenge, what you have done, like what's holding you back, and if you have done it, what's the challenge as well, so that we can address now. One more person, and we can continue from here. All right. Anyone? Okay. So I believe no one is speaking now. So Like I said, welcome back. So in this particular session, week 3, we are going to look at an overview of what we did in week 2, like a recap. So let me just adjust it as week 2 recap. Yeah, since we're in week 3 now. Then we'll be looking at some key concepts, agents versus automation, chatbot versus agent. I need to make sure you guys are clarified between these terms, okay, so that you will not be confusing or interchanging them as well. Then we'll have a Q&A session toward the end, and also we'll have share some couple of resources for you guys that you can leverage on when it comes to your capstone project. So starting with agents versus automation. All right, like this. Perfect. So let me open this in full screen mode. I believe my screen is visible. So what is the key difference between AI agent and AI assistant? So AI agent, which is the course you guys are currently enrolled in right now. So it's when you have an AI system that is fully autonomous, that can be able to carry out decision on its own. On the other side, AI assistant, they are like your helpers to help you execute tasks. They help us, they support with decision making, but they don't have that autonomy like agents. Then when it comes to operating independently, agents have that feature to operate independently without your supervision. Yes, you can just give them the task, they execute it without your supervision. While an AI assistant is just like you have to babysit them. They provide insight, you review, say, hey, refine this again one more time. So that is how it works. Example of AI agent, you can have something like Pandora bot here or Stock Hero. On the other side, example of AI assistant, we can have GWI Spark, ChatGPT, you guys are familiar with that, Gemini, Cloud. So they're all example of what AI assistant or AI chatbot. So I believe these two terms are clear right now. Then the next term that I want to differentiate for you guys is the automation versus the AI agent itself. So automation works is just like having a workflow that runs automatically for you. You just specify some certain rules to automate your repetitive tasks. If you are used to saying that, okay, if you are used to opening your emails every morning, and maybe let's use another example. You are used to searching on the internet for latest news about AI every single morning. And after you search about that news, then you can just write a simple blog post about it. So you can automate the entire process. You have a tool that can help you go on the internet, search for latest trends on about AI, then send it to you, or maybe write a blog post for you on your behalf. That is a simple automation. So it works on rules. Do this, then that. And the agents on the other side, it's execute the workflow autonomously. So just like we explained earlier, the difference between AI assistant and AI agent. So this one works independently. You give them the tasks, they execute it for you. So you can have an AI agent that is executing a workflow or an automation, so that they work in synergy. So you can have an agent that can execute automation autonomously, like what we did last week. You know, customer support. Customers do submit inquiries, feedback, or sales or everything. So after they submit, where is the data being stored? It has to be stored in a particular spreadsheet. So from that spreadsheet, what happens next? They might need to receive an acknowledgement. Yes, we have received your inquiry. We have received your ticket. We are going to take action. So you can put it in the sense that an automation that can work like that, but you have to specify the rules. But what if you have an agent? An agent can execute, be the brain of the entire workflow, which make it very, very easy now. So back then, before the coming of agents, it was just fully automation. So you have to be the one to do almost all the technical stuff. But when agent came in place, it reduced lots of stress. So you can put the agent in the middle of the workflow. It understands the entire workflow, carry out decision independently, and execute every task you wanted to achieve. Then the last thing that I want to expose you guys now is the core component of any AI agent. So any AI agent, it must have a brain. So this brain can be the model, AI model, such as ChatGPT from OpenAI, such as Cloud from Anthropic, such as Gemini from Google, such as Grok from XAI. Then which other ones do we have? We have a couple of them. So this can be considered as the brain of the agent. So another component within the AI agent is the system prompt. So this system prompt is what instructs the AI what to do, like its behavior. So in last class, we understand the difference between a user prompt and a system prompt. So AI agent works more with the system prompt because you are controlling the behavior of the agent. That is what a system prompt looks like. Then a memory where the data can be stored of your conversation. This is also another key component of an AI agent. And lastly, the tool. So the AI agent needs to execute tasks. You said they should do one or two things for you. Do maybe write email, send email on your behalf, update your calendar, send messages to Slack, send messages to WhatsApp, do X, Y, Z. So they need to have access to the tools. These are the key components for any AI agent. I believe this is clear now. If everything is clear, let me see, like give it a thumbs up because I'll exit this screen now. I believe all these terms are clear now. All right, perfect. Okay, so now we'll begin with the recap of what we did. So for the recap, let me go back to the home page. All right. So last week we built two different automations using AI agent. The first one is the AI assistant, and the second one is the customer support agent. So starting with the AI assistant, I will go over it again, explain a couple of terms, some things, because some of you face challenges during execution, during development. So I'll try to address that now. So I'll open this particular AI assistant. So in this AI assistant, if you look at it now, it has how many modules? 3 different modules. Let me open it. Okay, it has 3 different modules. So how do we create this now? So you just go simply to what? Scenarios. On scenarios, you see a button at the top right here that says create scenario. So when you click on create scenario, scenario is the same thing as what? Automation. So, or workflow. So you have a blank slate here with the plus icon at the middle like this. Then you click on it and begin to what? Draft your entire automation. But I said you must have your paper and pen to draw your blueprint of your entire workflow. You can't just start building from nowhere. Like you want to start building house, but no blueprint. You need to ask yourself, what do you want to build now? What do you want to achieve? What do you want the AI agent to do for you? And what are the access level for this particular AI agent? So this is a simple AI system that we built with Telegram. Why did we choose Telegram? Telegram is easy to integrate when it comes to chatbots. Unlike WhatsApp, unlike other platforms, but Telegram is quite easy. Everything is free for you. If you say you use WhatsApp, I think you have to pay some kind of like a plan. You have to be on a pro plan to get that. Yeah. So for the AI agent, the first thing we add as a module is the Telegram module. So to add this particular Telegram module, it's just simply like click on this plus icon. You will see a module like a plus icon here. Then search for the name of what you want to add. We said we want to be able to communicate with our AI agent via Telegram. So we'll type Telegram here. So if you click on Telegram, you have different options down here. Different options. Do you want to be able to send message? There is edit message. It depends on the function you want to achieve. So for this particular workflow that we are building, we want to add a Telegram bot that watch for submissions that will be made on Telegram. So if you notice down here, it says what? Watch update. So this particular bot has different configuration than this one. This one, its only operation is just to watch for updates. Just stay on the listening side. Any email or any message being received, then retrieve it. That is like the trigger. Then send it to the agent. Agent will process, draft any possible reply, and give it back to the other bot, which is the what? The send text message or reply. So this is the reply bot. So if I'm to open the configuration for this, you see that it's different from this. So starting with this. This one for the watch update, its only configuration is just to establish connection. So connection is via a webhook. So what you need to do, just click on add as a first-time user, provide the name of your bot or your connection. Then you click on add again one more time. It will ask you to provide the key. Look at it here, the key. And I already explained how we get this because someone yesterday was trying to ask how she searched for bot finder or something like that. She couldn't get the key. So it's easy. Just go on Telegram. From Telegram, search for this. I don't know. Let me reshare my screen so that you can see the entire workflow because right now you can only see this particular browser. So let me share the entire screen. Okay, perfect. So I believe my screen is visible now. So how do we get this guy? This is a bot on its own, but on Telegram. So this thing that you're seeing here is Telegram. So don't mind I'm using desktop. You can also get it on your phone. Just go to your phone, search for what? This guy, which is bot finder, look at it here, is a bot, but that helps you create other bots. So it's powered by Telegram. Just search for bot finder or take note of the username and search for it. You have something like this. So once you're here, there are different options down here. If you press type /, you see different options, new bot, my bot, and a lot of other features here. Then you click on what? New bot. When you click on new bot, it will ask you for the name of the bot, which is what we have here. Look at it here. When we say new bot, it responded, okay, we have received your request. What's the name of the bot? I told it to name it as what? TGA assistant. From there, it will ask me to give it a username, and the username must end with _bot or bot at the end. So I just gave it this TGA assistant _bot. So this guy here, I can give you guys access to it. I can just copy this username and share it with you guys. So anybody can be able to communicate with my bot. Yes. So if the name is available, it will say congratulations. If it's not available, you have to give another different name. So this is the approved name right now. And we have one single unique name, like username. So it's just like you when you're trying to create, you're not seeing my screen. Is it from, please someone confirm? Are you seeing my screen? Okay, so it's from your own end. Oh, so perfect. So you just create a new bot and you're good to go. You should have something like this. To give it the URL for your bot and the key. This is the API key. This is what is most important here to control this bot. So you just copy this code, this token, copy it, then paste it here under the token section. Then you're good to go. That's all. Save and you have established connection. Then you have this URL. Perfect. So once you are done, this is responsible for what? Receiving update from Telegram. And this guy, what's the responsibility? The responsibility for this guy is to process any message that's been sent from the trigger, which is Telegram. So if you click on this guy, let's see the configuration attached to it. What are the common configuration? Close this. Okay. We have the make connection. By default, make.com made it easy for you to connect to AI providers. Back then, you have to do the configuration yourself. You have to go and get your API key from this AI provider, such as if you want your agent to have the brain, don't forget the component, key component of an AI agent. So the brain, if you want the brain to be from ChatGPT, you have to go to OpenAI official API documentation, retrieve your key. I think you have to pay a couple of dollars, to get your key. You can go to also Gemini for Gemini. So let me just show you the other route, how you can get the keys. So for OpenAI, just search OpenAI API key, something like this. Just search for it and take notes. It will redirect to look at it, platform.openai.com. So if you click on it, you sign into your OpenAI account and you can be able to retrieve your key. So you can also do the same for Gemini. To get your key, you can just type, I think it should be on AI Studio as well. So on AI Studio, so you just go to AI Studio. And on AI Studio, you just log into your Google account. Down here, you see Get Key. You click on Get Key. And you can be able to create your key here. So, but on OpenAI, you have to make payment to get your key. Yeah, on OpenAI. So that is it, by the way. And all right, perfect. So, but I said make.com has made it easy for you. You don't need to follow all those routes. They have already integrated the AI provider for you by default. So you just leave it here. But if you wish to add your own custom AI provider, you can just click on the add button, then provide your key. So if you click on this model section, the drop down, you can have different options for make.com AI models. They have ChatGPT Nano, but medium, large, and small. The recommended models, if you scroll down, also you have other models that you can explore as well. So you can go with the recommended. The large is most suitable for reasoning and any other thing that you want to do. So select the large. Once you are done, then next is the instruction. Very, very important. Instruction. Do you remember when I said the core component of AI agent? You have to provide the instruction. The instruction is what controls the behavior of this agent. This is a simple one-line instruction, but it looks too plain. How can you make this more better? So it's just say you are a helper assistant that assists users with their daily tasks. Yeah, just one line steps. But if I want this agent to go beyond that, I can just draft my own system prompt normally, or I can just go to, what's it called? I can go to ChatGPT, since you guys are familiar with ChatGPT. It's only once in a while I use ChatGPT. So you can just type, let me just give my command. Give me a system prompt for my AI agent, which is a personal assistant. So the AI agent will be responsible for managing my daily tasks and handling emails and any other personal assistant that he can be of. Yeah. So, okay, you didn't capture that. Yeah. So this is it. So I'm just using a voice to text. Don't mind. It's either it's just we're in the AI era now, so it's just voice to text. So it's just what there's a prompt. Give me a system prompt for my AI agent, which is a personal assistant, the AI agent who will be responsible for managing my daily tasks, handling emails, and other personal assistants that he can be of, something like that. So what is my request? It's just a system prompt. That's all what I need. So I will just send this, and it will give me a more refined system prompt. Yeah. Look at it. You are a word dedicated AI personal assistant, executive assistant, productivity partner. Perfect. So these are the primary responsibility: managing my tasks, my to-do list, managing emails, projects, couple of other things. The behavior, always this, always that. Lastly, never do this. Communication, be professional, efficient, friendly, lots of things. So AI will help you with the system prompt. So you just quickly copy this guy. Just copy it. Then go back to my AI agent. Perfect. You can update this instruction. Paste it. Perfect. You have your entire well-detailed system prompt. Once you are done with that, then you can save it. But before you save, let me show you other things. Exactly. This particular agent, it needs some things to process. What are the things this agent needs to process? So if you click on this box here, you know that this is a module, right? And this module is connected to our AI agent, this guy here, right? So if what are we going to send to this agent from this guy, from this module? It needs the chat, what I'm communicating with this guy, or sorry, any message I'm sending to my chatbot, it needs to be sent to the AI agent. So on the input section, we just have the word text. How do you locate the text? So scroll down here and locate the message text. It should be somewhere down here. Message. Yeah, I think I skip it somewhere. Maybe under chat. You have to be scrolling carefully until you get what you want. Okay, this is it. Perfect. Text. Because it's under message and this is text. So once you click on it, you have this. This is the input. It's like a variable you are giving this AI agent. You should take in message text as input. Then down here also you can add some other things like input files, but it's not necessary. Conversation ID also is not necessary, so you can either leave it or ignore. So once you're done, you click on save. Perfect. So now we have configured our AI agent. Then lastly, I'll come and explain each of this shortly. Then lastly is our, what is it called? The bot. You know, if the agent receive update, it needs to send out some information, the reply. If I say, if my request on Telegram is what is today's date, or what is the update on my calendar today? So the agent will think and give response. Perfect. So the response, I need to configure it. So how does it receive message? It needs the chat ID from this particular bot. If I click on it, I'll see different variables. This particular variables in purple are from the agent. If you scroll down, the Telegram bot watch update, these are the variables from this guy, where it needs the chat ID. That's what is sent to be processed by the last particular module, which is this chat ID. Yeah, under chat, you have the ID. So you place it here. Then lastly, it needs also something like what response. That particular last module here, this one, it needs to give out an output, and that output is from the AI agent. That's why we selected the blue one, the response. So any response from the AI model, then it will be sent out by this guy, but it needs to be connected to the variable called response. So I believe it's clear now. So you scroll down and save. Perfect. Now you have your simple AI assistant. Okay. So once you are done, you need to run your workflow as always. If you run your workflow, so there's no request now, just making sure that everything is in order. And if you do not see any error, that means all configuration are done as successfully. So if you see any error, you have to review the error and fix the issue. Okay. So it's waiting for me to send something and a command. I'll just open my Telegram, navigate to my bot, and I can send it anything now. But yeah. So let's talk about this things here. This particular things. Okay, I got an error here. So the error is what? Actually, because it was waiting for me to send message and I didn't reply. So just cancel this. So let's talk about this particular key things here. We have the knowledge, add tools, add MCP chat. So the knowledge, this particular agent, someone trying to raise hand, don't worry, I'll open the floor for Q&A. So this particular agent is just responding generically, like nothing much, but we just say a personal assistant. It can narrow its scope so that it can understand me better. So what can I give it? I need to give it maybe my own bio, my own CV, my own some kind of information about me so that it understands my scope. So I can just click on the knowledge and upload a file here. So as simple as that. So for the second workflow, I'll show you this in action. This one, I'm just running a test. Okay, just scroll down. Yeah, you are done with that. Then next we have the tool. This agent now, for example, if we say send an email to, let me ask a question now. If I ask this agent, send an email to Emmanuel, is it going to send an email? Let me ask this question. Is this agent going to send the email? If I say send an email to Emmanuel, is it going to send the email? Yes or no?
No.
No.
Why?
No. Because you didn't give it the content. What is it going to write in the email before it needs to know what it will the content will the message will contain before sending the email to the person.
Okay, I can agree with that. What more? If I give it the content now, so what
Doesn't
else?
have the knowledge of Emmanuel.
Okay, what else? There's
And then
something I need.
ID.
It doesn't.
It doesn't have the
That's
details of Emmanuel.
an
So
address.
it can't
No
email.
Emmanuel email
Assuming
address.
I give it all the
No,
information, send an email to Emmanuel, maybe emmanuel@gmail.com. We are meeting tomorrow at 6 p.m. To discuss this and that. So what will happen? Is it going to reply? Like, is it going to send the email?
No, it's not going to send the email.
Why?
Because it doesn't have access to Gmail. Yeah, exactly.
Ah, that's what I was looking for. It doesn't have access to Gmail. This agent,
Yeah.
it doesn't have access to Gmail. So we can give this guy access to Gmail. So that's the use of this add tool now. Good. We go to add tool and we search for what? Gmail. As simple as that. What particular function should be able to do? Send an email. So the name of the tool, the description, just leave it by default and make sure the authentication is set to your particular email. If you have a different email, you connect it as well. So the to who, if you want to hard code Emmanuel's email, you can put it here. But if I say, let the AI agent decide, from my own particular instruction, I can just say, send email to Ms. Johnson. This is her email to send it automatically. So the subject is, let the agent also decide. This is a smart move. The body, just leave it as raw HTML. The contents, let the agent decide, no problem. And the attachment, let it decide. Yeah, then click on save. As easy as that. Now you have your what tool. So now this particular agent has access to tool. So I can say send email to this person. It's already connected. It has access to my tool. It's already authenticated on my behalf. It can be able to carry out the tasks on my behalf as well. So if I say add an event to my calendar, it must have access to my calendar. If I say, hey, do this on my behalf, I need to give the access to all those tools. This is where you need to add them. Then MCP is something on an advanced level, but if you want to give your AI agent another capabilities to connect to other providers, that's the MCP means model context protocol. So is beyond the scope of this class. Then agents, you can be able to test your agent down here. Perfect. So I just gave it a capability for email. Okay. So now let me save this particular workflow. Once I save it, perfect. Then I can update the schedule to maybe immediately, so that I'll just receive quick updates. Would you like to activate? Yeah, activate. Okay. So just delete all data. I need a fresh workflow. Yeah. Yeah, okay, perfect. Perfect. So I want to send that, I want to test this guy. So I'll run this workflow one more time, then open my AI agent, sorry, my chatbot. Okay, I have my AI chatbot here. I'll just say hi. Let me see what will happen. Perfect. You just say what? How can I help you today? Perfect. My agent is working perfectly. So, but I need to say, what's my prompt? I want to say, send me an email to Emmanuel. If I say send, should I just give it the voice command? Send. I believe you guys are seeing my screen. I have to. I need to enlarge this. No need. Send. I don't know Emmanuel's email. Say, Emmanuel, let me have your email. Or anyone, just anyone, give me your email quickly, quickly. Something easily that we can type. Send an email to no one. Okay, let me use my other email. Email to what was it called? About DSF graduation. Okay, I think I already have the prompt saved somewhere. I have it. The prompt saved. Yeah, I already have the prompt saved somewhere. Okay, so I don't need to retype it one more time. So this is the prompt here. So I said send an email to my second email, which is this, about our fiscal meeting on Monday. Okay, Monday, 8 a.m. The location is going to be at Murtala Square, Kaduna. The agenda is just preparation for DSF graduation, and I just said what I shall be the sender. Okay. Sorry, let me just edit this. Sign Mahmoud. So perfect. So let me just send this prompt. Okay, so okay, perfect. It just said email sent. Let me just look at the workflow. Perfect. So it's got my request, the agent processes, and the chatbot acknowledged this guy, which is what the AI agent responded back to, and it sends the email via this particular person. I wanted to use someone's email, so that you guys will confirm if you have received it, not my own email. So because if I go to my email, if I refresh this page now, if I refresh this page, yeah, refresh this page. Can you see now? What's the time now? It's just a minute back. That's around 9:48. I sent my another different account an email. But did I use the Gmail app to compose this email? No, I didn't. I just gave the agent instruction, my personal assistant. Hello, this is to confirm a physical meeting on Monday at this particular time location. The agenda is preparation for DSF graduation. Please confirm your attendance and let me know if you need any assistance. Thanks, Mahmoud. Because I said you should sign as my name. Do you get it now? So this is the AI agent in action. It decides the subject, it decides the content of the email, and it decides how you need to personalize it. I believe you guys are getting where, or like you are getting what I'm just trying to explain down here. Perfect. Do you have any question on this? I'll leave this now. I'll move to the second workflow. Where is it? Any question? Okay, well, let me just save this. I'll go back to the other scenario. Let's see how we can enhance this now to make it better. The second workflow, I'll explain, then see how we can enhance it better, make it better. Someone is raising his hand. Please feel free. You can ask your question because I can't see your name right now. My attention is here.
Hello, so I wanted to confirm, can you give it like a structured way of sending, maybe like an email, like?
Yes, you can. You can. How you can do it, you just go back to this guy, the agent, the same
Hello, can you hear
agent.
me?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Are you with me? I believe the network issue is from your own end, right? So can someone confirm? Or am I the one that's lost? Let me see. We have 16 people on the call. Okay, so it's from your own end. So how can you personalize the response? If you go back to that particular workflow, the agent can be able to handle that. You can specify it in the instruction. How it should maybe you can add that. Okay, you can say, can even add what's it called? The name of the person, for example. Okay, you don't have the name of the person. They have not submitted a form. Maybe this will be better if I'm to explain what you just asked on this particular workflow, not on that kind of workflow. So don't worry, I'll explain it now. So this is workflow we built also last week. I'm going to explain how this works, then show you some other capabilities we can add to this workflow. So we all know that we have customer support, right? Yeah. So on customer support or contact, let's just say contact us page. Every website have a contact us page. If your bank website, either an e-commerce website, you want to submit feedback, either our own company website, you want to submit feedback. So if that you have something like this, maybe let me just go directly, apexium.com, just apexium.com, then locate the contact page. Yeah, it should be something like this. So okay, so forgive us for this glitch. So you have a contact page, a contact form. So on that contact form, so that's where you need to submit your response. Yeah. So and the contact form should look something like this. Let me use an already created form. I'll just go to Google Forms, go to apps. If I'm too fast, just call my attention. Let's go to Google Forms because we have done this last week. So I'm just trying to go over a couple of things here. So this is a contact form under the template. So you can just open it. Yeah. I'll just use it as a sample. So you submit your feedback here. Assuming this is what is embedded on the website. How can you embed this? You can just go down to the three dot here, then click on what embed HTML. You get the code and you paste it on your web page. You have it as a form. Perfect. So this is a contact us page or customer inquiry form. So you need to provide a couple of information, your name, your email, the address, phone number, and the comment. Perfect. So if you provide this information, let me bring it closer to my automation. So this is the form that we need to connect. This
Mr. Please.
Yes.
Please, can you just run this last part again? If you want to, like, if I'm to understand it, if you want to connect your Google form to a website.
Oh.
Please, can you just run that again?
To connect a Google form to a website is not something difficult. Just go to this three dot. There are different options here. This is embed HTML. Just click on embed the HTML. To give you the entire HTML code from the iframe, something like that, just copy it. Once you copy it, you can adjust the size. So then you open your web page, zoom in. Right now, I can't show you the back end of this website now. So I'll just edit it, then create a simple HTML page of and paste the code. This code that I just copied here.
Okay.
I'll just paste it there, then save it. You guys will have this form that you're seeing here, but it's embedded on a particular website. You get it now.
Okay.
So that's how it works. So it's embedded, but that's not what we are doing. What we did in our own. So order is just like an example. I'm just trying to show you a real life setting now because I want us to bring this to life now. Let's see how we can bring it to a more structured real life scenario. So taking this into consideration, let's bring this to life. Let's use a fictional clinic. I think I have the FAQ here. So the FAQ is what? Evergreen Family Health Clinic. So assuming they contacted us, this is just a fictional brand, clinic. Assuming they contacted us to build a customer support agent for them. They usually receive inquiry either via form submission or via email, but they don't have that particular customer support to be replying to emails, handling customer queries and everything. So we can build an agent that can sit there forever for them. So I think that's a smart move. This is the AI agentic and automation era now. So first I need to draft my FAQ, right? FAQ. I believe you guys know what FAQ is. FAQ means frequently asked question. But how do I draft this? Simply just go to ChatGPT. Let's look at the prompt I just asked. Generate an FAQ for a fictional clinic. Because I'm using it for a test, I just say fictional clinic, and it drafted this for me. It mentioned the name of the fictional clinic, which is Evergreen Family Healthcare. There was a question. General question is what services do you offer? We offer maybe consultation, preventive care, vaccination, a couple of other things down here. Then what are the operating hours? Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday close, the appointment time. How do you book an appointment? A couple of other information down here. So entire FAQ. So you can copy this entire information. You can use Microsoft Word or you can use Google Docs. So Google Docs is easier for me. So I'll just paste it here. Look at the FAQ. Entire FAQ, even the address. Everything now is just fictional here. It's not like, but I'm just trying to simulate a real world setting. So what next from here? I just need to download this particular FAQ. Just go to this file and click on what? Download as a PDF or as a Word document, anyone. So you download. So perfect. It's down. The download is done, which is what we have here. Now I have my FAQ. But the way I'm going to apply this FAQ is is I'm going to apply it to my agent knowledge. Yeah, agent knowledge. So just let me try to do something. Close this. Yeah, since I'm not using this, let me close this as well. All right, perfect. So I'll go back to my workflow. I would need to rename this maybe to customer service agent, customer support agent, maybe for an evergreen clinic. So this is the first node I need to call, or first module I add as a Google form. So I need to customize this form, which is this, to be like a customer support, maybe inquiry form, evergreen inquiry form. There's my fictional brand, evergreen inquiry form. Evergreen inquiry form. Okay. And the evergreen, I need to capture, don't worry about all this. I need to capture their name, their email, their address, their phone number, and their comment or their inquiry. That's the question they have that they just want to ask regarding our services. Okay, let's leave it like that. So this form, I need to publish it. And before I publish it, look at here. Under the URL, it has an ID. This is what I can copy as well. And I'll click on publish. So I need to take note of two things: the name of this form and the ID for this particular form. So if I can copy this guy here on the and share it to you guys on the chat box. Where's the chat box here? Yeah. Come again. Let me see. Am I giving you the right URL? I hope I'm not giving you the yeah, the editor URL. Yeah, perfect. I'm not feeling too well today, but I'm just trying to. Okay. Once our operation is done, you can submit your response. So I can copy this guy, then go back to this, update this form. You know, this form ID is from our last workflow. So how do you get this form? You have something blank like this. Let me show you what you need to do. So there are two ways around it. You can get your form URL or from this particular place, you can copy it. Or alternatively, you can just click on search. It will pop up the document name. So you can get the exact name here, which is what we have here. Evergreen something something. Did I even spell the name correctly? Don't mind, it's okay. So I'll just paste it here. So I'll click on OK. So it will search on my, what's it called? On my Google account. Is there any form with that name? Automatically it will fetch the ID. If you look at it, 1BG, if I go back here, it started with what, 1BG. So that means it retrieved the ID automatically. So if in case you're having problem with retrieving the ID, don't worry. So just get the exact name. It will suffice. So now that I have my this thing, I can increase the number of response, maybe 1, 2, yeah. So I'll just click on save. Aha. So now if I try to submit something, someone should please submit something. Like quickly submit. Quickly. If you have done that, just give me a thumbs up. The link I just sent in the chat group now. Just click on it. Quickly fill something. Don't delay, please. Don't delay. I'm waiting for you guys. Someone should send something. So anyway, I stop in this class, so you guys can take it over from here. Because I said 1 hour. So has someone filled the information? Dominion. Okay, so let me confirm. Perfect. Aha, 2 people already did it. So 3 people, perfect. So perfect. So I think I've gotten what I want now. So I can just click on run automation, or maybe run this particular module. Yeah, close it. Okay, it contains run one. Okay, let me look at it again one more time. Save. So, okay, I'll come and fix this later on. So, but I believe if I click on this guy now, and I expand the answer section, and I expand the name section, and I expand the text error section, the answer section collection, we have Dominion. This is the first responder. It's captured like 3 different, okay, yeah, the first 2 submissions, because I limited to 2. So it captured the first person, who is Dominion, and the last person, text error, who is Emmanuel. The first 2 people that submitted. So if I increase the limit to 20, so it will capture the first 20 response. So now my connection is done. So where is this data being stored? It needs to be stored somewhere now. Maybe on a Google Sheet, on a spreadsheet. So we can add this particular workflow. How can you do that? You need to create this particular sheet separately. To create a sheet is not difficult. To create a sheet is not difficult. So we can do something. We can link this sheet, then ask to create and create. So well, I need to confirm something. Where is this guy? Because okay, let me not confuse you guys. So this particular sheet, this is the name, which is Evergreen Inquiry Form. So I'll go back to my automation. I need to confirm where this particular is storing. If you remember what we did last week, it's using the previous workflow, which is AI agent training feedback form. But I need to change it. That's not what we're using now. So we have a different form, which is Evergreen. So be storing the response in Evergreen, please. So what's the form name? Okay, the first form, which is form 1 response, yes, it has tables, a header, and if I scroll down, I need to provide the details. For the timestamp, I'll update it, which will have timestamp, maybe when it was created, the name. Okay, let me confirm if it captured everything. So text area, answer, Dominion. I can delete this. Yeah. We have updated data. And also for email, we can scroll down here to text area. And also delete the previous data. I hope you guys are not are getting what I'm doing here. Okay. The value. Okay. And lastly, for the phone, okay, second to the last, we have the phone as well. Okay, lastly, we have the comment. Yeah. Perfect. Everything done. So just to confirm everything is done, the form has been captured. I've attached or append all the variables. Okay, save. Perfect. So now my agent is done. So this is a custom agent, right? For a business called Evergreen. So I need to do a couple of things here. Since I'm assuming this is a real world or real use case, I need to add a couple of things. First is the knowledge. I'll upload the knowledge base. If you remember the FAQ I created, true or false. Good. Let's locate this and upload. Save. Perfect. And save one more time. Perfect. So now I have the knowledge base. on this knowledge base, let me confirm something. Okay, yeah, I think I'm good to go, but I can test it. Let me see. Let me test it. And just say hi. Okay, perfect. I think it should be working. Perfect. Okay. And all right. So any response that's been submitted, I need to do one more thing here. I need to do something. I need to create a system instruction. Perfect. So I'll go back here to my ChatGPT, give me a system instruction. Hey, I want you to generate a system instruction for this particular clinic that will guide my AI agent. So I'll send it. Look at it here. You are an official AI assistant for Evergreen Family Healthcare, something like that. Yeah, friendly. So just copy everything. I don't like too much. Just copy everything. Okay, still generating. While it's generating, I'm copying because I have to round up. Okay. It's also added under the instruction. It's added the FAQ. No, I don't want the FAQ. So I'll just, don't worry. It's not an issue. It's just for an example purpose. So I'll just copy from here to here. This is the system instruction. Perfect. Copy. I'll go back to my agent, then update this instruction. Paste. Perfect. This is the entire instruction that my agent will follow. It should never what? Give diagnosis. It should never confirm diagnosis. I need to guide the scope. There's something called guardrails whenever you work with agents. So you need to define their scope, what they should do and what they should not do. You are not a doctor. You can see all these things. They are very, very important too. Aha. So perfect. I need to update all of this now. I need to update all of this, the inputs. So what should this agent take as input? It should take in which particular node? Okay, the agent should take in a response, maybe customer. Maybe I can say it should take in the name as input. You can take the customer name or the client name. They can also take in their emails because since we said you'll be sending out emails. So you can take also emails as another input. You can even write it at the beginning here, email, subject, something like that for easy identification. So let me just show you guys so that you need to be clear enough. Name, then I can say email, then their comment, which is maybe their question. Yeah. So for this, I can say the name, which is what we have here, is value, then their email, which is what we have here, and lastly for their comment, which is what we have somewhere around here. Okay, I believe you guys are fully, right? Okay, then we save now. Once we save, perfect. We have the knowledge base, the tool. Maybe we can do something. We can go advanced from here. Assuming maybe we have on this particular company or this particular Evergreen, they have a Slack account. For does any clinic have a Slack account? It's possible. Maybe the doctor can be able to communicate with another person. Maybe they have a communication system, so you can add it here as a tool. Maybe I can just say Slack, but maybe Slack is a communication platform. I can also use Teams if they're on Teams. So yeah, some advanced clinics, they have Microsoft Teams. So maybe Microsoft Teams, look at it here. So I can use the Microsoft Teams to send email to the internal employees of that particular organization. I believe you guys get what I'm trying to say. The internal Just a moment. Just a moment, I'm coming. Okay, so I'm back here. So I can connect to any messaging platform or any other thing that I want this agent to do. Maybe I want it to do some things. Maybe if the after you reply to customers or the patient, if it's something that the company need to be aware or the clinic need to be aware, you can channel this particular response or feedback to or escalate it to another different individual within the company. So you can add it here. Okay. So lastly, we need to update this Gmail section. So on the Gmail, what should it be able to capture? It should be able to capture the recipient email, the recipient email, which is what we have somewhere here as email. Perfect. Then I can personalize the feedback. Instead of feedback received, I can just say, thank you for reaching us. Thank you for, okay. Evergreen customer support, something like that. Then the body, I can leave it like this. Aha. Then I think someone was trying to ask me if they can personalize the response. Is this Suleiman or something like someone? So you can do this directly on the email they're sending to the people. I can update this. I can just say, thank you, I or dear this particular person, the name. I can get the name from here, text response, value, dear, was a call, dear this person. Thank you for contacting Evergreen Solution. Evergreen Clinic, yeah, I think it's clinic, right? I made mention clinic. Okay. So then what other instruction we can add up to? We can say, okay, reply to their comment. Okay. I need to capture, what is it called? The response from the AI agent. Okay, they are submitting, after it acknowledges their submission, it thanks them. Then feedback from the AI agent. Let's see, maybe it should be answer to their feedback, yeah, or to their comment. Let's test this now. Let me send this as a test first, and you guys will give me feedback. Okay, run it. So I'll save the automation. Then I'll just put it on demand. Okay, client level is okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Every 15 minutes. Let me reduce it to every 1 minute, just for a test. Okay. All right. So someone should submit their feedback again. Like try submitting something to the form and tell me what you're able to see as a feedback, as a response. Quickly. Is someone trying to fill the feedback form again? Or let me just use my another account just to save time. But the problem is I have to be sharing the entire screen. Who's submitting the form now? Did you get any acknowledgement from our agent? Did you get any acknowledgement from our agent? Why are you guys not responding? Or are you guys sleeping on the call? You have a lot to process, right? Okay, so maybe let me just do it from my own end, and I'll just use a different account to fill the response. Okay, gmail.com. Paste.
I did it and I didn't receive any response.
You didn't receive any response?
Yeah.
As I'm done do it from my end. Okay. I'm trying to fill the form also from my own end. So the feedback might be okay. Where is your location? Where are you located? Where are you located? Perfect. So let me go back to my automation. Confirm a couple of things. Make sure that this is running. Okay.
When I first clicked, it said I already responded, so I edited and then resubmitted.
Okay. So did you receive any feedback from our agent?
No, not yet.
Email. That's it. Okay.
Not yet.
gmail.com.
Okay,
Are you guys
I
checking
just
very?
in my spam.
I got
Yeah,
I
it's
got the email.
spam folder.
You said?
It's in my spam folder. I checked my spam folder. The email is there.
I just
Yeah.
tested it's working. Let me share my entire screen. Because I tested it now, it's working. Stop share the entire screen because I'm using multiple browsers. Okay. So on my second Gmail, this is it. It came in. Look at it here. Okay. I just need to format the email, but sure, I was just trying to hasten things. Evergreen customer support, and it says there my first name or something like that. Thank you for contacting us. Then we can just say after acknowledging the reply to our email. Sorry, the reply to the comment. This is what we need to address now. The reply to the comment, because we want the agent to do another thing, which is replying to the what's it called? The current, because I asked about their location. Okay. So to address this, we'll go back to our agent. Okay. Who can tell me what we need to do? Let me see if you guys are following. Tell me exactly what we need to do.
We
Did you get
configure the
what?
instruction. We configure the
Instruction?
instruction on the agent.
Okay, perfect. Oh, we'll configure the instruction and the agent. So if you look at what it's just trying to say here, okay, you are this. I can come down here, something like appointment, maybe book. Never request for this. And come down here, maybe I'll say The agent needs to reply to customers' comment. And I can bring the comment down here from the watch response. Okay. Right on track. Oh, who filled this? Right on track. So, okay, perfect. So, because the agent will take in comment as a value, email and name, and also the instruction is also embedded to it to reply customer's comment as this as well. So once I save this, then I go back to my Gmail as well. So the output of my Gmail, I need to embed the response of the reasoning. Response from our agent, which is this, something like this. So I'll say, thank you for contacting Evergreen Clinic. A comment, the answer to a comment or something like that. Okay, here's the answer. So let's test this now. Okay, so save this entire workflow, run the operation one more time, then I'll try to resubmit. Response. Okay, so I'll just maintain everything and maybe, okay. Where you located? Okay. I'll submit this one more time and go back to my agent and see if I got the response. Okay, so I need to go to my email and agree. Yes. Okay, I got an email now. Okay. Oh, look at it now. It just said, dear MK, my personalized email. Thank you for contacting Evergreen Clinic. Here's the answer, something like that. I just need to reformat something. Could you tell me which city? Can you see our agent is the one drafting this? Could you tell me which city or zip code you are in? I can give you the exact Evergreen Healthcare location and direction near you. Wow. So if you prefer, I can also send driver, okay, send driving or public direction, couple of other things. Which would you prefer? So we don't even add this, but the agent is part of his instruction to think outside the box and reply to our customers. So if I reply now, then you need to respond appropriately. So I think next on my agenda, because we need to round up, okay, resources. I said I will share a couple of resources. So it's nothing but within this particular stuff here. If you look at it, within the make.com platform, if you go to /AI agent library, so we have different of automations like this. Look at it, AI agent automations. Look at this one is a company research agent, lead qualification. So you can open any of this just to understand the workflow. because that's already been configured. You just need to connect the data where possible and run the workflow. You should have something working perfectly. And you can also search on the internet for other couple of templates that you can use for a business. I think they have something, a particular feature that, let me just look for it, because it should be under agents, because sometimes you are just starting out with the agent. You want to know how you can integrate it to your own personal, what is it called? Make AI agent. Okay, there's a particular stuff I'm looking for, not the template. Yeah, but come on, you guys can start asking a question. There's a particular link I'm looking for. I want to give you guys access to it so that you can use it for your own personal use. You can ask your questions. .com something. So you can have access to the entire repository library. I got access. I lost access to that particular place somewhere around. Yeah. What's the question you guys have? You guys can ask your question, please. Once I find it, I'll drop it in the group. You can access it now. Before it was seated down here on this page, but I think they have adjusted a couple of things here. Or maybe they move it to dashboard. Let me see on that dashboard because they keep updating their platform. Aha. It's somewhere here. Look at it here. You can learn more about AI agent automation. This is a 15-minute course. Yeah, it's a 15-minute course that you can take. We also have the AI agent in MIC. There's also 30-minute course under their academy. So you can just click on start course, understand the in-depth about AI agents with MIC.com. You can also go and explore other agentic workflows down here. So I think that's all I have for you guys. If you have any question, you can ask. If you don't have, then we can call it a night. So, and I'll give you a assignment now. Yeah, go on.
How do you for the skeletal framework, like the whole diagram? Imagine I'm trying to
Yeah.
like create a particular workflow for a particular automation for a particular company. How do I design the skeletal sketch? How do I know which and which, apart from the triggers and the output, like how do I know what and what should be there? Do you get?
Okay. So for your question, I think I can give you a couple of clues now. Okay, let me use this guy here. I'll open to ChatGPT. If you are skilled enough, you can have a blank paper and pen. Write down what do you want to automate. How I wish I can get that link. I think it will answer this particular question. It was embedded down on your website, but they kind of hid it now. They kind of hid it, but I'll retrieve it. So let me just go the hard way. So you can take a paper and pen, write down the exact problem you want to solve for a particular business. Maybe take, for example, what we just did now. They usually receive emails from customers, but customer complain, no reply after receiving the email. So that is the problem that they have now. So you are being tasked as an AI agent or automation specialist to solve this particular problem. So you need to identify what are the tools to use. Is there need for AI agent to be on the workflow? What are the name of the tools they made mention? Like they said, they are not able to reply to emails. And where are they getting the response from email? This time around, they did not mention form or Google form. Sorry, I did not mention form entirely. So it's the different scenario. So, okay, they receive emails. And after they receive email, what's the problem? Their issue is that they cannot be able to send out reply automatically, automated replies. Okay. Then what other things are they facing the particular client they're trying to address? Okay. So you know that, okay, first you need to have a Gmail node connected that watch response. One. Okay. So you want to be sending out automated response. So you can have an agent sitting in between, okay, that can take in the emails on another thing, okay. So who will be sending back the response or replying to them? Is it a human? No, the agent can also handle it. So you can have another different node, but it's also going to be a Gmail node, but for sending emails. Perfect. I believe this one can help to an extent.
Yeah.
So that is one aspect. Then another one, you can go down to these guys. Let me see if this works out. Okay. But I've tried it on a couple of other automation tools. They are working perfectly. Let's see. Oh, I'm recording myself. Let me see make.com info to work. Give me an example. Give me an example. Example of a scenario you want to automate. Assuming you're a client.
I have a
Give
scenario
me.
in mind. So you want to okay. So I want to send out. Okay. I own a company and I want to send out alert text or something like that to like all my staff members automatically. Yeah. So how do I like create that automation? That
Alert text. Okay, what kind of company is that? Are you what kind of like
uh,
why are you sending the alert text? Are you a banking or fintech company?
yeah, yeah, probably something like that.
Okay, so let's use that. I'm building an automation on make.com that has to do with sending out bulk SMS to recipients on their transaction. So can you help me refine our conversation before you draft the final blueprint? So let's see. Okay, it understand that I'm using make.com, batch, error handling, whatever. I can't find this. So if you can't find the older conversation, is okay. So it's okay. Perfect. Tell me the tools that I'll need for this particular automation. Though it made mention of Twilio, if you look at it here, it made mention of SMS providers like Twilio, like this particular bulk SMS, then where the transaction data will be stored on Google Sheet. Can you see, guys? Perfect. I think we're heading somewhere. The name of the tool, we're using this for data to be stored on Google Sheet. And for this, scheduler, whatever. I think I've gotten exactly what I need. I need to answer these questions step by step now. So I'm refining my idea. Aha. So, but I need to see what again. And okay, application Gmail. Okay, for the SMS gateway, I think we can go with bulk SMS Nigeria. For login, we can use Google Sheet. For notification, let's use Gmail. I think, yeah. So look at how it's going to look like. There's going to be a webhook that retrieves the transaction. Okay. Well, how are you getting the data? Let me start with that question first. I need to address this. How are you getting the data?
So the data does it on a spreadsheet.
From a spreadsheet. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's more like I have all their details in a spreadsheet because I
Hmm.
own the company. So I'm getting their data from there.
So update the trigger should be from a spreadsheet, the data using a search function. Okay. So it's finding my idea. Perfect. All right. Think we're good to go. Okay. So now, based on our discussion, I want you to build the workflow as a JSON file that I can import to make.com. Let me see. Go back to what's it called? I'll create a new scenario. Let's see. Import the blueprint. Yeah. It should have that. It should support that. Perfect. So let's go back. Because I know N8N does this. So it's really powerful and things are easier to handle and make. So let's see. Is my JSON ready? It's giving me this as JSON, but this is not JSON. This is not what I want. Oh, sorry. I'm using a long. I can absolutely do that, but I can't generate. Wait, I can't generate a value. Why is it saying that? Okay, maybe cloud should be better than you if you can do this. So generate the JSON file that I can import to make.com to do this workflow. So let's try this one more time. This is a simple request. You should be able to do it. Oh God. This is wonderful. Actually, I've been using cloud. I don't use ChatGPT most often. So let me see. Let's do something else. Um, so give me the blueprint. I'll just copy the blueprint, then use that's gone. Okay. Okay. So I'll just show you the important stuff. Then you go and just trying to waste people's time. I'll just open a new tab, then go to cloud. Cloud should give me what I want. Okay. Nope. Paste, refine. Generate a JSON file to import on make.com. Basically, it's for my automation or workflow that has to do with sending SMS to subscribers. You can ask me questions just for more clarity based on the data I've provided you below. So let's get this. So show, okay, how often? Every 15 minutes. And does the sheet marks still need an SMS to send to avoid duplicate? Okay, maybe you can just say no flag yet or help me design it. Okay. When an error occurs, what should happen? Maybe just email me via Gmail, something like that. Or you should log an Apple separate sheet. No, just log me via Gmail. Perfect. So are you guys weighing two different things? So let's see. This is almost 2 hours. Oh God. So I'll just show you this, then you can continue building from here. All what I want is the JSON. So once I get the JSON, I import it, then at least I'll be able to solve the question that's okay. Assuming it's a client that does describe what they want, their problem, their pain point. Okay, you can come down to tools like this, describe the pain point for the client, and ask to build the entire entire workflow for you. So okay, so just trying to is creating the file. Look at it now. JSON file is created. So you see now there's limitation to different AI providers. So this one has more capability, and to be honest with you, it's been a while I even used ChatGPT. Only for this class. All right, so we should have our blueprint anytime soon. Sorry, not blueprint, the JSON. Perfect. My JSON file is ready. This is exactly what I want. Exactly what I want. So I can just click on this, download the JSON. So this knowledge I'm showing you now is something that you can take in advance. Yeah, you can even build your capstone project. As if you want to build custom workflows, you go back to this guy, go to import, navigate, and import your blueprint. It says invalid import, so fine. So let's see what's the issue. Copy the entire this thing. Let's see one more time. Paste the blueprint. So let me see what is stopping it. Oh, let me see. I'm supposed to import. Upload it one more time. As make.com is behaving. If there's anything, it's could have done this ASAP. Okay. Refine the JSON, make sure it's compatible with make.com. Not make.com. Okay, I think it was the prompt problem, make.com. Back up. AI automation platform. Okay, while we're trying to address this, you guys can be bringing your questions. I don't seem to upload. Okay, I don't see an upload. Previously generated JSON and make sure okay. So while we're waiting for this, you guys can bring your question and keep bringing your question.
Mine really isn't a question. I just want clarity on the automation. So I noticed that every time someone sends a response, we have to click the run ones. So if we toggle that switch that says 50 minutes, does it do the task on its own?
Yes. What usually happens? Let me open the previous automation. Now this one, scenario. Go back to this guy here. Okay. So edit this workflow. If I click on this guy, I set it as what? Immediately. So that means I don't need to be clicking on this button wrong once. Before it was set on demand. On demand means I have to be clicking on wrong once, then send my my particular data for this first node, the trigger, to receive the data on demand. But if I set it as immediately and I save the entire workflow, just look at what will happen. I save it as entire workflows and make sure I run it. It's working perfectly, no any issues. And I can go back to I've already closed Telegram. If I'm to send my feedback now, automatically it will be sending it. I don't need to be clicking on run once again, because it's being set as what? Immediately. So immediately it's receiving what? Response. It will acknowledge and give you feedback. You don't need to be repeating, clicking on that wrong once again. So it depends on this particular change scheduling you set here. If you set it as once daily, so it will run only once in a day. If you set it as specified interval, maybe you want it to be running after 15 minutes. So the automation will entirely be running after 15 minutes. But you need to know that the operation is running based on your credit. You have 1,000 credit, right? So you need to think wisely. Okay, do you want the automation to be running 247 without any even there's no response? It should just be running, or it should just be running after 5 hours. So I think that's even more reasonable to set an interval. It depends on the kind of workflow you're building, actually. If you're building something very sensitive, that even a millisecond is very important. So you can set it immediately. So you just respond as quick as possible. So you're still waiting for me to send something via Telegram, but it will stop at exactly, that's already exceeded the amount. So it will just stop immediately if there's no response. Let me see what I got here. Back to this guy. Copy this one more time. If this doesn't work, I would recommend maybe we try it on, I've tried it on anything. This particular process is working perfectly, but on Make, I'm not sure if they support this leave and discard. Yeah, leave and discard. Go to scenario one more time. We'll create a new scenario and try to import that particular thing we just generated. Sorry, this import. So we have this perfect. Import the blueprint. Aha, this is what I'm looking for. So who asked that question?
I did.
Perfect. This is similar to what you just asked now. So you just need to digest the entire what's it called? The entire automation, the workflow here. Okay, it has a router here. It's been set on a schedule, and that schedule will get via a webhook. It's an SMS API from bulk SMS. These guys, I think you need to go and create an account, get your, what's it called? Let me see, what are they requesting? They might get, okay, that's already filled in. Okay, you need to get your BRI key, the API key. So you need to go to this particular website, which is bulk SMS Nigeria. They create an account, get your key, and put it inside this value. Once you do that, you save, you are done with this particular place. Once you're done, then you come back to SMS alert. You need to configure it as well. So that's this, you need to provide your email. In case there's any error, it should send the error to you. Look at the subject. It even captured the subject for you. It said bulk SMS request field. This is for you, not the particular people. In case, because when we're trying to build the entire workflow, we said that if there's any error, how should you handle it? Should it just discard it, or you should alert you as a developer? So this is where you need to provide it. Once you're done with that as well, and we have a router that will check either a row is being sent or it's failed. It's failed, it will send a reject email to you. So this is exactly what you just asked, and this is what it built. So you saw the limitation. ChatGPT wasn't able to build this. At least you guys have gotten something new again. So what else? What other question do you have? We need to round up. Okay. Was okay. I've seen your message, Ms. Rukaya. No problem. So thank you for that, and wish you quick recovery. I think we are done, right? If there's no question, we call it a day, but let me pass my final message. You need to keep exploring. One thing with automation, you need to learn. There are new tools, new update to all those workflows. If you build an automation 2 months back, if you look at that automation, if you are updating your knowledge, you will see that there are some things you can refine on the automation to make it look better. So, and there are a lot of resources there. Because I remember when make.com came in, there's nothing like AI agent feature attached to it. When anything also came in, there's nothing like the agentic feature attached to it. So you just have to build an automation. Then after that, then the agent feature came in that you can integrate to your workflow. So you can build as much automation as you want, and depending on your scenario. Yeah. So keep exploring. I want you guys to build something fascinating and come and showcase to us in our next class. So that's your task for this week. So build something outside the scope of the, like, just go advanced. Can we also reach out if we got a, sure, you can reach out. Yeah. You can reach out, but before you reach out, make sure you have resolved all the errors, please, because I noticed some of you, it's just something that you can fix, but your mind is somewhere. And that's before I respond to you now. I'm in a busy days. Does I have to reschedule the what's it called morning class to night because I'm facing a couple of things that I need to address. Very important. So if you consult things like cloud, things like ChatGPT, and they're not able to resolve your issues, then you can escalate to me. Yeah. All right. So call it a night. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.